Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's workout. My name is Jeanette Gennaro. I'm a personal trainer and I am here to lead you through a safe workout that's perfect if you want to start working out, but you are afraid of getting hurt. In this workout, you're going to be working on laying a strong foundation to have healthy movement patterns to do not only during exercise, but to carry you through life. So let's go ahead and get started with marching in place. As always, we're going to start off by checking our posture. I want you to make sure you are standing nice and tall, bringing those ears and letting them land over your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up and drop them down so you have a nice long neck and tall posture. Open up that march and push those hands back and forth. We are going to start rehearsing the movements that we're going to do, but before we do so, I want you to keep in mind that your workout is going to look different than everybody else's. You are pushing yourself to your personal 10, and your personal 10 may be the fact that you are right here, right now, moving. So, congratulations. The point of these workouts is to make sure you are moving and keeping yourself healthy and functioning strong. But you want to make sure that you don't push yourself too far so you get injured and then have to stop working out. So if it seems like it's too easy, don't worry. Just keep moving through it. I promise it's being effective. First exercise, the good old squat. I cannot tell you, 12 years as a personal trainer, I have seen people do squats wrong so much. It is such a basic movement. Every time you get up off a chair, you do a squat. But I see my clients doing things like this. What's wrong with this? My knee is going over the toe. Horrible for the knee. So, to make sure you guys are safe, usually I'm an in-home personal trainer, so I'm in your home right now, but I can't quite see you. So I want you guys to sit on a chair to make sure that you're doing it perfectly safe. When you're sitting on a chair, you want to make sure those knees are underneath, or your knees are over your ankles. You're going to press down through your knee and press down through your heel rather, and you're going to sit down. Don't think about scooping forward. Don't think about pushing through your toes. Just trying your best to stand up. But again, your personal 10 may be holding onto the chair and helping you get up. It's those perfect patterns that we're doing. If you have to use your hands, no problem with that, okay? If you have to brace off your thighs, you can go ahead and do so, but make sure the knee lands over the ankle. You don't want your feet all the way back here and then come up and hurt your knees. Think about also tucking your belly button in. So as you lift, you're squeezing everything together and coming up. You're using your glutes to help you stand up. That's why I'm telling you to press hard through the heel. You've got 20 seconds and you're going to do as many of these squats as you can. Maybe today you're only going to do one and that's it. All I want for you is to make that form perfect. Second exercise, I'm going to demonstrate from this side. I'm going to have you place your hands on your navel to remind you to pull that belly button in, and you're going to step back and back, stepping back as many times as you can, tapping that toe in those 20 seconds. But I want you to pull that belly button in because since you're slightly leaning forward, I want to make sure your back is safe, okay? And shoulders remain low. Nice, strong posture. Up next, you're going to take your left hand and your right knee and you're going to have them meet. So I don't want you to go any higher than your shoulder, okay? But you may be down here by your belly button, bringing your knee up to you. It depends on what your personal 10 is, okay? You just want to make sure your head is over the standing leg. If my head is here in the middle, I'm going to have a really hard time finding my balance. Head over that standing leg, toe in that tapping position, bringing that knee up. Up to you how far you personally can take it. And then you're going to do it on the other side, okay? So 20 seconds on the clock. You're going to do as many as you can within those 20 seconds and do them nice and perfect. Ready? Begin. Breathing through it. Remember, you're pressing through that heel. Your goal is going to be to stand up off a chair perfectly. Maybe today you're only doing one squat and you have to use your hands. No problem there. We're just laying that perfect foundation. Exercise number 2, hands on your belly button, soft knees, tuck in, long neck, and tap back, back. You hear me say long neck? It's because I don't want to see people wearing their shoulders as earrings. Use those lats to pull down your shoulders where they belong. And rest. Head over your left foot. Place your hand in your starting position and begin. Remember, even if it's just a tiny little tap, if this is where you're at, that's perfect. What counts is that you're moving and you're doing the movement perfect. Great work. Switch. Soft knees. You may be feeling your heart rate coming up a little bit, the rate of your breathing increasing, and it feels great, doesn't it? Great, guys. Keep it up. You're not really doing too much twisting, just working on getting that knee to meet that hand and rest. Getting your squat position again. Having this chair here, again, lets you be in that perfect position. You're trying to stand straight up. You don't want to swing forward, let your chest come down too far because that may strain your back. And remember, this workout is all about creating a healthy habit and not getting hurt so you can continue with that habit. Shoulders back, little bend in the knee, hands in the belly button, and step back. I am so thankful that you guys are here today making this workout happen. Almost there. And rest. The key to this exercise is keeping your head over your foot. And begin. You may be right here, or you can take it higher. It's up to you. Just keep moving. That is what these workouts are all about. If you have a river that's not moving, that water gets stagnant and it's just doesn't have any life flowing through it. And what we want to do is make sure that our body is flowing, make sure that we have these perfect movement patterns that we're doing so we can have life flow through our body. Excellent work. Almost there. You take a little break after this. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to rest for a minute. I'm going to show you what exercises are coming up next, and you are going to press that like button and subscribe. Why? Because it's free and it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to switch this so it's perfect. All right. Up next, what we're going to do is practice what the beginning steps of a squat is. I mentioned earlier, you don't want to sit straight down. You want to push back a little bit. We already practiced that by putting a chair behind us to not only keep us safe, but to give our glutes something to reach for. But for this, you're just going to move maybe 2 inches, okay? But think about pushing back and back. That's all you're doing right here. It's like I have a rope tied around the lower part of your hips, and I'm pulling you back, okay? Belly button tucks in to make sure that lower back is safe. Just moving a teeny tiny bit. I'm not pushing off the balls of my feet, keeping the weight on the heel, okay? You're going to keep your hands in front of your chest. You're going to push up level with your forehead. Not too high because if those lats are tight, you're going to pull something here and you're going to be out of it for like about, a few days or so. So not what we want. Just hands level with your head. Okay, so think about hips push back and hands push up. Okay, that's your first exercise. Exercise number 2, you're going to step back like we did before, but now alternating right and left. A little bend in the elbow, okay? If you keep your arms locked, it makes things uncomfortable. Notice I'm not going up too high. Same reason as before. We don't want to get that arm all the way up there if your shoulders and your lats aren't ready for that. And exercise number 3, hands out to the front. You're going to walk it to the front and walk it to the back. Walk it to the front and walk it to the back. That's it. And the last exercise, pretend you have a line out in front of you, hands by your side, roll the shoulders back, and you're simply going to tap your toes across that line. All right, starting from the top. Remember, push your hips back. In fact, I'm going to move to the side so you can remember that you push those hips back. Tuck that belly button in so you start training your core muscles to keep your back safe. Love it. Shoulders nice and low, tapping back just like you did before, but now controlling those arms up. Making sure you're controlling those arms up and down, up and down. You're not just letting that arm drop, you're purposefully pushing it down. Great. Hands out in front to wake up those delts a little bit. Keep the shoulders low. Walking it front and back. Perfect. Great. Just a few steps forward and a few steps back. And rest. Believe it or not, that tiny bit of impact, just those steps that we did, that tiny bit of impact will make a world of difference if you have not been exercising. It's been a long time since you've been exercising. If you just feel like you just can't walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded, those little things, that's all I want you to do, okay? It may look like it's easy, but I promise you, your body is being challenged. And I'm proud of you for doing that. Great. From the top, the last 4 set of exercises, guys. Come on. Make it happen. Make it pretty. Pushing those hips back, tucking that belly button inward, pushing those hands up, no higher than your forehead. Great. Moving those arms with power, left and right. Begin. Good. Hands don't go higher than your shoulders. little bend in the elbow to keep your joints happy. Great. Make sure there's nothing around you so you won't trip. Hands up, shoulders down, and walk it forward and back. Moving as quickly as you safely can. Perfect. You got that line out in front of you. And tap, tap, tapping those toes across that imaginary line. Almost there. Nice. Give yourselves a round of applause. Time to cool things down and start our stretching. Go ahead and keep your march wide, pumping those arms back and forth. You see, I told you. You're feeling your heart rate elevated. You're feeling yourself breathing a little bit faster. And you're thinking, but those exercises looked so easy. Well, it's never as easy as it looks. So remember that. Tomorrow, come back for another effective and most important, safe workout. I want you guys to go ahead and open up your feet. My toes and my knees are both facing the same direction, okay? Tuck in your belly button. Keep your back nice and straight. Just like we did before, I want you to think about those hips being pulled back. Remember, I have an imaginary rope here, and I'm pulling you back, okay? Back remains straight. By bending at the hip, you're stretching out those hamstrings a little bit. Notice I'm not leaning forward that much. If you're working on your flexibility, you have to start nice and easy. I've mentioned it before. Let's say that, you may look at other exercise videos. Don't do what I'm about to do, but you may look at other exercise videos where they have you stretching your hamstrings, like really low. That may be too much for you. If you have to bend your back, then you're not stretching out the hamstrings. So keep your feet rather close together, toes and knees to the front. Pull that hip back, bend at the hip, keeping your back straight. Okay, I promise I'm going to let you relax now. Just breathe in and out through your nose. With every exhale, relax. My husband took the kids outside, so the house is nice and quiet. The dog is quiet as well. Now I'm the only one who needs to be quiet, so you can relax. Come up. Switch. Toes to the front, knees to the front. Inhale. Exhale, pushing your hip back, leaning forward just a little bit, keeping that core nice and tight, but letting your shoulders relax. As you inhale and exhale, just take a moment, and I want you to feel proud of yourself for carving out just a little bit of time to make a big difference. Come up. It may not feel like a lot, but I promise all of these workouts are going to add up together. You can keep cycling through them as many times as you need. There's 12 of them, but you could cycle through them 3, 4, 5 times before you move on to another series. But now, before we're done, let's go ahead and stretch out your shoulders. Keep your shoulder nice and low. Please do not lock your knees. Keep them soft. You're going to bring your arm across your body. You're going to keep it rather straight, not locked, but straight. You don't have to bring it up high here, okay? Keep it low, much safer, okay? Any sort of shoulder injuries or shoulder pain, keep your hands rather down here for exercises. The higher you go, the more strain there is on that muscle. So you're going to bring your arm across your body. At this point, drop that shoulder down. Again, don't wear them as earrings. And pull that joint back just a tiny little bit. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. And relax. You're going to take the same steps in reverse to come out of that. So relax the shoulder, release the arm. Other side, make sure those knees are loose. Bring your arm across your body. Lock it in place. Bring that shoulder down and back. Great work. And release. Feet together. I'm going to have you bring your arms up. You don't have to bring them all the way up over your head, just wherever you feel comfortable, okay? First, make sure your posture is nice and straight. Balance the weight of your body between your ball of the foot and your heel. Make sure your knees are stacked over those ankles. Make sure that torso is nice and long, belly button tucked in, and your hip is going to be over your knee. Roll your shoulders up. Once they get over your hips, drop them down. All right. Now, breathe in. Inhale. Arms up a little bit. Exhale. Push that all out. Once again, inhale. Thinking about all the health that you're bringing into your life. Exhale. Getting rid of all those negative thoughts. Last time. Breathe in. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to come back tomorrow for your next workout. And in the meantime, you can take a look at one of my other videos to inspire you to improve another area of wellness in your life. I love everybody out there. Make sure you love your body too. Bye.